Shout out to the K&J fam. You're back once again rocking with Kristen and Jamil. And we are here again, you guys, with another mukbang. But not just any mukbang.
What?
Yes, today, you guys, I know, right?
So you took both roles.
Exactly. I wanted to do both.
Fam, today, he's like, I'm going to do the intro. I'm like, okay, if you want to.
Because it's my turn.
And you're stealing my thunder on at least my
mine's
line.
the best. Let's be real about that. No. Today, you guys, we are here with a Wingstop Mukbang, which we are super excited to eat. Once again, we do Wingstop a lot. Obviously, we did it, I think, a couple weeks ago. Their fries
delicious.
And the food, I mean, it's incredible. So for us, we're like, let's at least 1 or 2 times a month do Wingstop.
We have a funny story, possibly some games. We'll see what we do today.
Exactly.
We have Voodoo Fries. Mm-hmm. We have Cajun Corn.
That's right.
We have Hawaiian sauce. Original wings.
Original wings, yeah.
We have the garlic Parmesan original, and we have a spicy Korean.
Yes.
They're all original wings. We got some carrots. Mm-hmm. We got ranch dressing. We have one honey mustard because we want to try their honey mustard. We hear it's good.
Absolutely.
Water on deck.
That's right. And I have this sparkling apple juice, so I don't know. We'll see how it is. Hopefully it's not like that Honest Tea.
Where'd you get that from?
I just realized from Safeway.
Oh.
So,
fancy.
I don't know. It looks good. I'm going to try it.
Let's hope it's not the Honest Tea.
I know, right? Shout out to Alfie, by the way, with the glasses.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Faith Novak for the beautiful earrings and the ring. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's right. So let's get it in.
Thumbnail and get it in.
We'll do a thumbnail and we'll start to eat.
I'm so excited.
All right, you guys. What do we do?
Whatever.
I know, right?
Well, we
like
always do. Rock it. That's what we do, Jamil.
Are you ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. What are you doing?
It's my new one.
I can't.
I'm just joking.
Can't. No, you weren't joking.
I wasn't joking. I was trying to do something different. Didn't work. I tried it, though.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I think we're good. I think the first one I did is going to work.
I don't know where it came up with that. Mm-hmm. Like a microphone.
That's exactly what I was thinking. No, that's serious. That's what I was thinking.
You know what we didn't bring? Plates.
You want plates? Mm-mm. You good? Oh, here. Take some napkins.
Yeah, I'm going to napkin. We have crystal hot sauce.
Yes. Almost gone, but we got it.
For Gary. We got some Valentino hot sauce here.
Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to get into these wings in a second.
I'm so hungry.
Super hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I ate a little bit today at the Starbucks.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
From Starbucks? Mm-hmm. Their sandwiches are good. They don't last long. They don't fill you up long. At least that's my experience.
Well, which one do you get?
Sausage, egg, and cheese one. It's really good. I like it a lot, at least. But it doesn't fill you up fully for a long time. It doesn't make you full. Obviously, it's just a small sandwich. But
I noticed that when I got the bacon Gouda breakfast sandwich. Oh.
I was not paying attention to that.
Fail! You're fired!
Oh, I got it all over the napkins.
Yes!
Oh, wait,
fired.
no, only one. Okay, maybe 2. Okay, 2 napkins are gone.
That's crazy.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that to your story. You didn't even shake it. I didn't. I guess because it's hot in here. I think that has something to do with it. I have no idea at all.
Maybe you're hot.
Anyone who's a scientist, please let me know if that's true.
Hot, yeah.
I'm serious.
Maybe.
I think it does. I really do. Because it's definitely warm. I'm sorry. What were we saying about Starbucks now? Let's act like that didn't happen.
Okay.
That was all bad.
So good. I was saying the bacon Gouda breakfast sandwich is super good.
Yeah.
But that one doesn't keep me full.
It doesn't at all, right? Not at all. I don't know what's up with the bacon Gouda sandwich.
It's good.
Yeah, that one doesn't do anything for me. But it is good. I think it's good. I mean, I think you have to be a Gouda cheese fan, obviously, to like that. But if you are, it's really good. I like it.
It's not that strong. of a Gouda-y flavor.
Yeah. But it's like grainy almost, right? Or maybe not grainy, but it's like...
I think that's the egg.
Is that the egg that's going on?
I think the egg is grainy. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a little bit of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
like a powdered egg. Mm-hmm.
It is powdered, that's true. Is the sausage egg one, is that a real egg now that I think about it?
Oh, I never had the sausage egg one. So I don't know. I'm consolidating my ranch, guys.
Good thinking.
Can I have the crystal?
Mm-hmm. It's really good with the wings.
Thank you.
It's really good with the wings.
The crystal?
Oh yeah, it's so good. I'm putting it
Pour
in there.
some in there. Mm-hmm. Got a good mixture.
Good thinking.
I'm pretty on point today.
Yes. I also get, which I didn't get today, but they have like the marshmallow squares at Starbucks. I love those things. Have you ever had it before?
No, but you love those. They're really Rice Krispie treats, right?
Yeah, Rice Krispie treats, but they're like really good. I like really good Rice Krispie treats. I mean, in my opinion, better than regular ones.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's weird.
They're really like quality.
I don't know what they do with it.
I should have
But it's
them.
so good. It's really good.
How good is this?
Honestly, it's incredible.
The crystal is so delicious with the ranch.
You, isn't it? It is good.
It's nice and vinegary. I'm so happy. Oh, I want to try the honey mustard. Try that in a second.
Oh yeah, try it. You're gonna like it.
It's good?
Right.
Sorry.
Is it lightly seasoned this time? It is, right? Last time it was just overly. It was all bad. So the Cajun corn, you have the choice to do it lightly. Because last time they overdid it.
Yeah.
They definitely overdid it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so good. Okay, I'm gonna do a.
Oh, this is interesting.
Is it?
It's good.
Uh-huh.
But it's definitely not Martinelli, you know, or what is it? Martinelli? Flavor. Like, it's watered down apple juice, but it has a good flavor. It's not like the Honest Tea. I did not like the Honest Tea. But I do want to try the Honest Tea again.
You mean honest apple juice or tea?
The Honest apple juice. The Honest Tea apple juice.
No.
Or Honest apple juice, whatever. But this one is like,
I'm not
yeah.
trying that again.
You never want to try it again?
It was so bad.
Well, maybe if you give it a second shot.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how could it have been that bad? I'm like, that's just not normal.
Well,
I don't know. I want to try it.
you can rewatch the video and see her face. It was so bad.
It shocked me. That's what it was.
I know. It came
I
out
was
of nowhere.
surprised. I was surprised.
Guys, if you haven't watched the video, what's it called?
Letting the person in front of you decide what we eat.
Go watch it. It's hilarious. We have some very funny reactions.
Yeah, that was a problem. We're going to do another one, guys, by the way. Speaking of that.
Oh, yeah. Next week,
We're going to
guys.
do another.
A video will come out.
It's great because we had a lot of really good reactions to it. So, we're definitely going to do it.
Yeah. I'm excited.
So, what's your favorite one? What's your favorite wing? Or just all of them good?
They're all good, but Hawaiian's really good right now.
It is. Do you want to try the Korean, or is it the Korean one? What's the spicy Korean, right? You should try that.
Do you like it?
I actually like it a lot, yeah. And it's not really spicy.
No.
No. Definitely not spicy. Would you say your tolerance for spiciness has gone up since we've been doing these?
I don't know. Not really.
You think so?
I
All the
enjoy
hot
it.
sauce and okay.
Like, I enjoy a hot sauce. But I wouldn't say, like,
It's gone up. You need a napkin?
I got one.
Oh. Okay. So you wouldn't say it's gone up, huh?
How's it for you?
Yeah. My tolerance has gone up for sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've always been okay with like hot sauces, but I think by doing the 2 times spicy noodle sauce, even though we've only done it a couple times, it's really boosted it, hands down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like that isn't as hot as the first time we had it, but I think it's because like I know what to expect now. I think that's part of it.
That's true.
Like the first time you're like, oh my god, is this ever gonna go away? You know. But the second time you know it will. So I don't know.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It's true.
Okay, you guys. We have a story.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't know where to start.
You can start with, we were walking down the street, minding our own business. Do you want me to tell it, or you want to tell it?
Okay, well, we'll start it. Okay. So Jamil and I like to go for walks in our neighborhood, in our apartment complex. There's garages.
That's right.
And so, this lady was like sweeping out in her garage as we're walking by to leave the complex to go on our walk. And as we're walking by her, she was like holding a broom like right in front of her and not moving. But I could tell she was doing
it's
something.
kind of in a stance.
Yeah.
It was like a stance, like she was like.
Right.
Yeah, we could tell something was up. We couldn't tell what.
And her legs were spread. She had the broom in front of her body.
I call it the hockey stance.
Right. But she wasn't sweeping, you know? And we're like, I don't know what that is, you know? And as we're walking by the thing, we see her. She looks a little suspicious. But whatever. She was probably just, I don't know what she was doing. She was kind of looking at something, though. You could tell, like, something was worrying her. I didn't know what it was.
I do have to say, really quick, though. We were behind her while she was walking to the garage. I don't know if you noticed that.
No.
She was not that much further ahead of us. So she had kind of just opened the garage as we were there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she had kind of just opened it maybe 2 minutes and we kind of got up there. Anyways, you can keep going. Whenever.
Oh, or maybe like 12 feet from her garage, we say hello. You know, she's like, hi. Or she's like, hi. Like, kind of weird. And then we walk, and we're kind of walking by, and as we're like getting halfway past her garage, she just flings something with the broom. And I see this like big black thing just like rolling towards us.
Sliding, yeah. I was like sliding.
It was like sliding towards us, and then it stopped literally 2 feet in front of our feet. And it was a big ass. Right, sorry. I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if you can say it. I don't know. Maybe
you probably can. I don't know.
What was it?
A massive cockroach.
No, it wasn't.
That's what I thought it was.
See, now we're gonna sound all hectic. Now I just
that's
realized.
What I thought it was. No,
people
what
are gonna think we're wimps. No, they are.
What are you talking about? No, it was a cricket.
It was a cricket.
And no, listen.
Nobody cares.
Let's be about this.
Nobody cares.
I'm fine with crickets. I'm cool with crickets. I used to put them in my backpack when I was younger. I'm cool with them. But this is a big one, guys. I mean, at least big. I mean.
It was black.
I guess it was.
Are they black?
Yeah. Huh?
Are they black?
Yeah, I looked them up. They are.
I thought they were green. Oh, that's probably grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers. It was a good size. I mean, it's probably a standard size for a cricket. I don't know, but
it was. Anyways,
she flung it at us, like
at us because she was scared. She goes like ah, and then like flings.
Yeah.
And you see this black thing rolling, and it stops in front of us. Yeah. I didn't know what it was. I'm not a bug person. You know, I can recognize a spider, and that's it.
But here's the deal, though.
And then, anyways, we were like, yeah. I screamed.
Well, I want to add something to it. So
it was not cool.
Before she flung it our way, I remember we said hi. We looked away. I remember as I was looking away, because that's when she did it, right? Right as soon as we said hi. It was almost like she did it intentionally. She didn't do it intentionally, but you say hi. As I'm looking away, I saw something on the ground move. And then that's when she did the and flung it our way. It all happened so fast. Yeah, it was super fast.
Anyways, it was this big, ugly thing right in front of my feet. Your feet, too. And I scream. And I run the other way. Like, Jamil and I run in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Did you run?
Forward. You ran.
Did you
back.
did you know what it was?
Yeah, I knew it was I thought, actually, to be honest, I thought it was a roach.
Okay.
But then as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, it's a grasshopper, it's a cricket. So, right away I knew it was that. But the lady's like apologizing. We're like kind of mad, but we were like, I don't know. I was upset, but not really. I was kind of like, whatever.
I would have been mad how that thing had rolled over in front of us and then jumped.
I know, that would have been a problem.
Oh.
That would have been a problem. But she did it in our specific direction.
Yeah.
Like, at us. Like, literally, like, had I not jumped, it would have hit my feet. Like, it was, like, right at us. And so she was, like, apologizing like crazy, and we're kind of laughing. And she's like, I'm so sorry. It was crawling, and I didn't mean to hit it in your direction. But, she was panicking, too.
Yeah, so she was obviously scared of it.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's a, what was it, cricket?
It was a cricket, yeah.
I get they don't hurt.
No, they don't do anything.
I didn't know that.
They don't do it.
I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh my god, it was so scary. It's like, but she definitely was just wanting it away from her. Anyways, the cricket finally, like, I run. The cricket starts going in the other way, not towards me, so I was okay.
Yeah.
And then, anyways, it was hopping back in her garage.
It was going back to her.
So she flung it again. So this lady flung it again.
Well.
In our direction.
She flung it at us again.
Yeah. She flung it at us again.
So, as we're talking, because we were talking to her, remember?
Uh-huh.
We're kind of talking. She's like, I'm so sorry it was there. And Kristen's like catching her breath. And like, because she's like freaked out, And he's like, I'm sorry. All this stuff. And so we're like, no problem. Have a nice day.
You're being hella nice.
Yeah, super nice to her. We start to walk. We're having a good day, though. I think that was a big part of it, too.
Yeah.
So we're walking. And as we're walking, we see it hopping back in. And she's like, I'm going to do it again. And then she flung it again.
I forgot to give us a little warning.
Yeah, but this time, it was, she flung it in our direction. Like, it would have hit my feet again.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, we were so much
forward.
further away. That time, she couldn't do it. But I'm like, just, like, kill it. Don't.
Would you have been mad if it went on you, do you think?
I wouldn't have been happy, but grasshoppers really don't do anything.
It was a cricket.
I'm sorry. Crickets really don't do anything.
Neither do grasshoppers.
No. Literally, they do nothing. Like, they're not violent at all.
Yeah. It was big.
They're just really big.
It was like this big.
They're very big.
I didn't know they were that big.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're massive. As you can tell, Kristen loves them. She's...
I'm just not a...
Would you pick that up?
No.
For $5.
No.
10.
No.
All right, let's go crazy. $15. No. Just pick it up.
Heck no.
You wouldn't?
No. Oh my gosh, I can't.
How much would it cost for you to pick it up? $100?
Like, I have to pick it up. Nobody's going to put it in my hand for me.
No, pick it up and put it on your shoulder.
It's hundreds. It is.
Hundreds?
It has to be, yeah.
Hundreds, huh?
Yeah, because I'm imagining putting on my shoulder and it jumps in my neck.
Jumps in.
And like, I need to get paid for that. Yeah.
So if someone said $100,
No.
no, it's got to be.
I'd be
gotta
like,
be
what?
500.
That incentivizes me a little bit more. I'm so scared.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I'm such a baby. Our frame's gonna be like a cricket, but I don't know. I mean, it depends where you live, right? Like, we grew up in the suburbs.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
We don't have crickets. Well, we do have crickets, right? We have crickets. Obviously, we have crickets.
Of course.
Well, where I grew up, I didn't have crickets.
Where'd you grow up? Because I grew up in the same place you grew up in. There's crickets everywhere. Yes, they are. Are you kidding? You just never saw it.
Okay, there were crickets, but
Yes.
not in our neighborhood.
Yes, you should have had them in your neighborhood.
I did.
Here's the thing. Crickets are in grassy areas
Where did you
where you
grow
live. I know.
We grew up in the same place. Yeah, they're grassy areas. I didn't live in a grassy area.
Wet grass, not wet, but grassy, not dry grass.
Uh-huh.
And that's probably why you never seen it. Maybe in your specific areas, but you probably never thought of it. But
Well, where I grew up, there's that little patch of grass, you know? We have deer.
you wouldn't have them there.
We have deer, and it's very lovely.
And
No.
deer probably eat them. I wouldn't be surprised.
Honey.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Anyway, so at least we don't have cicadas out here. Mm-hmm. Not only are those things annoying, they're massive. Like, if you live in Chicago...
Are they bigger than a cricket?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. They're like that big. I'm pretty sure. I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong. But I remember, I think I saw it was like really, really big. Could have been that. I don't know. I want to say they're bigger. I think I'm exaggerating.
When we visited my family in Illinois,
yeah,
we heard this crazy noise outside.
Couldn't figure out what it was.
We're like, what is that? We're like, oh, it's cicadas.
Like the trees are talking or something.
We were like, what's a cicada? We were younger. But we don't have them out here.
Well, we don't have them out here, so you wouldn't know what it was until you know what I mean? Which, because it makes sense, right? Like, certain areas are going to have certain bugs versus that. So, it's not that we were young. We just had no idea. We'd never been... Well, you lived in Chicago, but even for that, like, you probably weren't... You didn't realize
I remember lightning bug.
That's right.
I don't remember cicadas.
I remember... Actually, it's kind of funny. We were looking for apartments years ago. Remember? And this guy was showing us apartments and stuff. And, where we live, there's deer that'll come out of the woods and stuff, essentially eat food and stuff like that. There's a lot of them. Yeah, you and me. And this guy, when we were coming outside, as we were leaving, he was like, look, there's a deer. He was like, look, yeah, they just come around here from time to time.
Where were we?
And I was like, this is,
here?
Yeah. We're in, not here, but another couple cities over.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so he was like, there's deer. They come out from time to time and da-da-da. You don't remember at all.
No.
And remember, you'll remember this. I was like, you're not from around here, are you? He's like, no, I'm from Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's why. I was like, this is normal around here.
Yeah, he's like, look, there's deer. We're like,
I know.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like all shocked. Oh, shoot.
Because they don't, people in Chicago love deer because they never see them.
Right? Yeah, right? You don't see them. Even where I was at, I lived in Oakland and stuff like that. You never see deer anywhere. So it was really odd coming here and be like, oh, they got deer here? And it was weird. So.
My aunt lives in a very rural place in Illinois. Every time a deer comes on her property, she takes a picture and posts it on Facebook. She's like, look what came to visit today.
No way, really?
I'm not saying but if you're in California, you've seen deer. Yeah,
For sure.
She's like, look what came to visit. And she's like so excited. Or she'll see a hummingbird and feel the same way.
Oh, yeah. We see them all the time here.
Yeah.
Yeah, hummingbirds are crazy. But anyways,
that's funny.
Yeah, with the cicadas though, I'm glad we don't have them because those things are so irritating. They're so loud.
Yeah, so when we visited, we didn't see a live one, but we saw...
We did.
Was it a shell of it or like a dead one?
I don't know, but it was big.
I swear...
Ooh, excuse me, guys.
I swear we saw like a preserved cicada. I don't know how. I literally don't.
It might have been...
Oh yeah, I think we went to...
a shed?
I don't know. I
remember it being massive. I was like, what is that?
It's like a big moth.
Yeah, it was huge.
It's gross. Anyways.
Yeah. As you could tell, we do well with insects. We love them. We love insects.
Do you guys think we like camping?
Love it. Actually, I like camping.
The $1 million question.
I don't mind camping.
Yeah, we like it more than I do.
Yeah.
You don't love it. Let's not front to the fam.
I need an RV.
It's
gotta be in a park. RV park, people around. Some of the camp places actually have breakfast in the morning for you inside of the
lodge.
Inside of the lodge. I'm cool with that. I'll do that every day.
Where they serve hot chocolate and have
they
a
have
fireplace.
To have hot chocolate, or else I'm not going.
That's my kind of camping.
I can do that all day long.
Some people don't consider that camping.
That's not camping. That's a vacation.
I want a cabin.
Yeah.
I want like a recreational pool on the grounds.
Right.
How much has it been camping? Only once.
You've only done You've only done once?
Yeah, we only went once.
Really? When we all went?
Yeah, it was my first time.
Only time you went, huh?
Yeah, first time I went camping was like 3 years ago, guys.
Crazy. Wow. I've done it more than that, at least.
This is how I felt, and I'm sorry. People love camping, so I'm happy you like it. I really am. I swear. Okay. Also, I have to say about camping. Because I've been, so I have an idea. Although I'm sure a lot of camping experiences are different. I have two main issues with it.
Okay.
I was cold. Like, you're cold, you know? Like, we've got a really heavy blanket. We even had an air mattress, you know, which I think is common. I don't know. Maybe that's bougie.
Well,
we had an air mattress. We had, you know, very nice, whatever. We had like a comforter. Or I don't even think we had the comforter. We just had the really nice soft blankets. Sure, we probably could have had like heavier blankets. Anyways, my nose. I hate when my nose is cold. You can't help that, you know? So anyways, cold is my main issue. With camping, it's not even that. Like, actually, I like the idea of like being in a tent. But you're cold. And then you have to get up and walk far to pee. That honestly is the two main issues for me.
Where we were, yeah.
You know, I know it's bougie. I get it. As I'm talking, I understand. But I wish a bathroom would be like right there. Yeah. And then I just wish, I'm sure they have like heating things you could probably put in your tent. I'm sure.
I'm sure about that. But
the bathroom, I don't know.
I think this is what it comes down to, though. This is the truth.
Yeah.
I think this is a big part of it. You know, being from California, although there's a lot of like nature stuff out here, I think majority of Californians aren't really big nature people. You know what I mean? Going out in the wilderness
that's
and like
not
staying.
True.
You don't think that's you're
gonna get hella people from California.
I know.
Like, I love the nature.
Well,
and
no,
I
don't
have
get me
a lot
wrong.
of friends that love camping, and they're from California.
I have a lot of friends too. I do, but I'm saying like coming from like Alaska to like here, there's way more people in Alaska that were willing to camp and do crazy stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like go camping with literally just a backpack and go, you know what I mean? And like just go and do that. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying at all. So like Krista said, don't be too mad at me. But I know in California there are a lot of people that do love that stuff. It's just a lot less. I think it's a lot less. It's a lot less common here than a lot of other states.
Like in
That's
LA,
what I'm saying.
Nobody talked about camping in LA.
Exactly, versus the Bay Area.
When we lived in LA, I should say. Not saying nobody in LA camps. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing. Like here.
Yeah.
In our county, you hear people be like, I'm going camping. LA, nobody went camping.
Oh, yeah. Not at all. Not at all. So.
For example.
Yeah, but I think what it is because it's a lot less here, we probably had less opportunities to really explore doing camping. You know what I mean? Versus maybe if you lived in somewhere that's a really big, I don't know, city where a lot of people camp all the time and do stuff like that, maybe wilderness stuff. There's probably a lot more. But at least that's my experience. I could be wrong, but it seems like that.
I know what to say. The idea of it
sounds fun.
Sounds like so much fun. It does. Look, I get to sleep out in a tent and then, you know, the stars and no, I'm sorry, and like and hear the nature and like that is relaxing to me, you know.
You hear the crickets.
Okay, that's not as relaxing, but like hearing maybe some other chirpy things, like that's cool, you know. Sit by the fireside, drink, play games. Roast s'mores.
S'mores.
You know, some hot dogs, some hamburgers. Like heck yeah, like I'm down for a good time. You know. That all sounds fun. But the execution of it isn't as fun, if that makes sense. Like it's cold. Like, you know, you gotta be all bundled up. You know. You can't really see.
Yeah.
Like when it gets night, like I think the daytime's more fun.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you about that.
The nighttime's fun. I like the fireside, the campfire.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is not being able to see.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like if you wander off and you have to use the bathroom, for example.
And Kristen has decided this after her one time of camping. No, but I get it.
It's not for me.
I know. I've never done like really like the only camping I've done literally has been like lodge stuff. Like I've never done like real camping.
Like
you know?
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, or not even just in the middle of nowhere.
We didn't do a lodge, we were in a tent.
Well, but I've also there was the tent, but I also did like a lodge. I mean, we stayed in a tent. What I mean is there was like a lodge nearby, if that makes sense.
We had a bathroom nearby.
Yeah, well, that place had a bathroom, but I've done other camping, is what I'm saying, when I was younger.
I know, but you just said you've never done.
Oh, well, I said all I've done, but yeah, that's technically right. So yeah, but yes, you're right. So I've done everything. Every time I slept, it was always in a tent. But it was
I think most people are.
Yeah, but it was
except for lodge. Okay, never mind.
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of different. I mean, I see what you're saying. You're saying that there's the camping where there's like a designated camping area, right, where there's people all around, which most people probably do, right?
Yeah.
And then there's wilderness stuff where people go into the wilderness and sleep. Yes, I see what you're saying.
We don't do that.
We barely do the other. I mean, we don't do anything.
No, honestly.
Yes.
I would do the a campground again.
You would?
I would.
Okay. But
I would be just a lot more prepared with more bougie things, you know? That's like,
we had a lot of stuff.
I would pick a plot that was maybe really close to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's true.
Good.
Yeah.
And then I would get some type of a heater.
Yep.
For our thing. Mm-hmm. I would bring like a much warmer blanket, warmer clothes, maybe a personal flashlight.
Oh yeah.
Although I used my phone. I guess that worked.
We had that orange thing. That was like a...
It worked.
Charger.
Yeah. I mean, I would say those are the things.
Mm-hmm.
I would do it again. Oh yeah. Also the setup and the takedown is also not fun for me.
Yeah. Well, that's not the best.
I don't think it's fun for most people. That probably.
Mm-hmm. So, what about Naked and Afraid?
Yeah.
How much would you
I've signed up for
take? Because you want to talk about real camping. Mm-hmm. Naked and Afraid, that's real camping.
Yes.
We have no tent. You come there with a pot to boil water, if you hopefully can find some. Or...
Got a bamboo shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're naked.
You're naked?
I would not last an hour. I would get naked, and I would maybe walk a few feet, and I'd probably step on something like
sharp,
and be like, no, this is crazy.
I know.
Because they don't talk, like maybe at first they do talk about it. They're like, people are like, ow, it hurts, you know?
They do.
But then they stop complaining after a while.
Well, yeah, because one, you've stepped so much on hard stuff, you're used to it. And two, now you're cold. You know?
And hungry.
Now you're hungry.
I'm thirsty.
Exactly. Now other issues are happening, so that's definitely the case. Mm-hmm. But
could you do it?
No. That's one of the things I couldn't do that for money. Like if I don't think they could pay me enough. Cause I don't even know, I don't know what to do. I mean, they would have to I'd have to go through 4 or 5 years. I'd have to go through 4 or 5 years of training.
Of intense outdoor training.
Yes. I gotta know how to make a fire. Cause here's the deal. Here's the crazy thing about that show, by the way. Mm-hmm. How many times have we heard someone be like, I took classes, so I know how to start a fire. And then they don't know how to start a fire.
Everyone.
And they all say that.
Except for 2 people.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So here's my thought. It's either A, they're lying, which they could be, but it's too many people to be lies. Mm-hmm. What I think it is it's hard.
I know what it is.
It's hard. And what, could I guess one more thing?
Yeah, because I know what it is.
I think starting a fire at home with the perfect trees and the perfect environment and you got all the time, you're not hungry, you're just chilling, is way harder than doing it when you're way easier than when you're just walking around.
When you're naked?
Yeah, you're naked, afraid, hungry, all that stuff. Is
yeah.
that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I was going to say the environment. They take you to a lot of places that are very wet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
true. People have not used wet stuff to make a fire. And they'll take you to the jungle, the Amazon jungle, the rainforest, So, people, in order to start a fire, you have to shave the inside of, a tree to get dry bark or tinder, whatever. I don't even know what
that's true.
They have to somehow find a dry nest of some kind. I don't even know.
Well, that's actually an interesting thing, right? Because in order to survive in, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a regular forest that has a lot of crazy things there versus surviving in an Amazon jungle, 2 different places, 2 different sets of survival skills. Right? Wouldn't you think that?
An Amazon jungle versus
some other wooded place that doesn't have the same
resources.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
I mean, which makes sense. So you can't really can you prepare for everything off of one lesson, you know what I mean? Because certain things are going to grow in certain areas that are food. Certain, you know what I mean? Certain things are going to have bananas and stuff like that. There was an episode where I want to say somebody either maybe was it a snake that got bit by?
Gosh.
Or there's probably a couple episodes, right?
I don't think anybody's got bit by a snake.
Maybe it was another bug. Maybe it was ants or something like that. But I just remember the guy's leg being all messed up. And they asked people do you want to tap out?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Day 1, tap out. Let me out of here.
One guy had a swollen. I don't know. It was a bug or a tick. It was a tick.
There was a tick.
I think that's what you're talking about.
Maybe.
And I think they tell the people on that show ahead of time where they're going. So I think they do.
Yeah.
So they can prepare for probably what's around.
Yeah.
You know, they can study what trees and plants are around and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think they tell? So that's good, because if they didn't say where they're going like ahead of time, like you could be totally unprepared, because sometimes they take you to a desert, sometimes they take you to the rainforest. So that wouldn't be fair to like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They gotta tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, it's not enough time to prep.
Excuse me.
Like, you don't have nearly enough time to understand, like, because you have to know, like, what you can eat in that area. You gotta know what plants are there to eat and stuff like that.
How long would you need to
Prep
for before you say, okay, I feel confident I can last
Yeah, I
21
see what you're saying.
days?
If I had to do it, because I wouldn't do it for money. If I had to do it, 15, 20 years? 30 years. No. I would need, realistically, and I'm guessing, right? I'd say 3 years of dedicated training.
21 days is a long time.
21 days is a long time.
Week. It's not even 2 weeks. Like, it's 3 weeks. Like, you
That's
need
right.
to know how to survive.
And that doesn't come overnight.
Anybody could do, not anybody, because I could.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
like, I could, 7 days.
Yeah.
If I had a water source and a fire starter and a partner who basically knew how to do all that, like, to do a shelter, I could meet, I mean, I really couldn't, but could I not eat for 7 days and just have water? I would be miserable.
That's right.
But I'd live, you know, I have enough body fat, like, I'd be okay, you know?
What about one of those fire starters? Would you want one? What would you bring?
The fire starter.
You bring a fire starter?
Hands down.
You wouldn't bring like machete, or what about for water? What about water? Because Naked and Afraid, they allow you to take one item to the actual thing. You get one item, so you can get like a pot where you can boil water. But if you can't start fires, then you can't boil the water, so you can't drink the water. So, but you need fire. You don't want to be cold.
I want to say the newer episodes now, they give you the fire starter.
Oh, good.
And I think you're allowed to. I think they do. No, maybe they don't.
They still don't, huh?
I felt like now they give you a pot, maybe. They might give you something now, but I think before you didn't. You could just pick one. You need basically a machete.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
You need it, huh?
Yeah. That's the one thing I think you need.
You need water. Yeah, okay. Well, so you're saying you don't need the fire. You can survive without the fire.
No, I didn't say that.
You need everything.
I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna bring one item,
Let me see.
you probably need the machete, because you need to make the shelter. You can't make a shelter without being able to cut things.
Well, you need fire to cook.
No, but I would learn.
Oh.
This is me rubbing sticks together. You know what I mean? Like, you can learn how to make the fire.
Yeah.
You can figure out some type of a thing that would hold food or water.
That's true.
It's the machete for sure is going to be your best bet.
I can see that.
Second, you know, and trust me, I want to say the fire starter is the first, but it's not.
I would take the fire starter.
No. You need...
I wouldn't even need shelter. I'd set everything on fire. I just set the whole area on fire. Sleep there. Hopefully be okay.
No.
Go to the next area and set it on fire too. That's what you do. Scare the animals. They'll come towards you. You have plenty of food.
The animals look like they're coming very close to the fire.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, yeah, it keeps the animals and the bugs away. They get eaten up, and the animals are like right by their camp.
Yeah, not all of them. Yeah. Sorry, I think I cut you off though. You were saying something? Oh, okay. I would need to. Yeah, I feel you on the machete. That makes sense. Plus, you need it to like chop plants to eat or little things like that.
I would just need a solid partner, and I'd be good.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. You
I'd
don't
be
know
down
who
to
you're
collect
getting.
wood. You know, I could get the water.
Yeah, that's true. That's
What
true.
else can I contribute to? I could put the palm leaves on the shelter.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fun.
That's about it.
Yeah, no, I know, right? It would be hard, but you would need some real survivor skills.
Anybody know how to start fire, fam?
I don't know.
If you do, I'd be very impressed.
Actually, yeah, let us know if you do know how. I'm curious. But what I was going to say really quick about it is like, so the survival skills that you would need, you would have to do like 3 years of preparation.
Yeah,
I feel
think
like
so too.
of intense training because
like out in the wilderness.
Yeah, because the majority of the time, like it's funny, right? Like right now, if you went hunting, let's say if you're someone who hunts and eats your meat and stuff like that, it's you know what I mean. Like you have the weapons that you need to actually do the hunting and stuff like that. But when you're there in the wilderness, all you got is a machete. And what are you gonna make, a crossbow or make a bow and arrow?
People do,
and it's not good.
People do.
It's never good.
No,
you know why? Because everything's got to be precise. The arrows have to be like everything has to work out for you. Like it's so crazy.
Like when they eat, that's why they can only catch a snake.
Yeah.
Or like a turtle or like fish, right? Other than that, unless you have a bow and arrow, you're not gonna catch some game,
Yeah.
They have those trap things that they set up. Oh, it's like a 50-50 shot.
It's 50-50, yeah.
It's not going to be big game. It'll be like a rodent.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time, that's what people eat on that show is rodents. Like, you're not getting like real food,
I could eat a snake. I could get down with a snake.
Well, they got snakes.
For sure. I could do that.
And you know what? I feel like when you're that hungry, you get real bold. You see a snake, you're like, it's either you or you're going to die or it's me.
Right.
One of us is dying right now.
No, they must be hungry.
Oh, for sure.
To eat like is it called grub?
Grubs.
No,
I don't even know what that is.
It's the things that eat that are in the wood. And they're like wormy things and they're thick.
Oh, they do eat that. Yes,
Grubs.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Oh, no. But we say that now.
Yeah, I know.
If you're that hungry.
If you're starving, you're like, that looks really good.
You're like, this looks exactly. Yeah. Oh, that'd be tough.
If I went and let's just say if there wasn't a banana tree close to our campsite on Naked and Afraid, I'd be very upset. But if there was a banana tree, you're golden.
That's right.
Some people find that.
What I would do, I would look for a hunter-gatherer tribe in the area, maybe. and befriend them.
Be like, what's up?
And I would see if they could help me out with everything that I could need,
You would need to practice, though, in the desert, in the rainforest, and then, like, somewhere in between.
Yeah, you would need to get training for all that.
I was watching Bear Grylls the other day, actually. Remember that show? And he was in the desert surviving. But he had, like, some equipment stuff, but it was showing how to get water in these, like, canyon crevices thing.
Yeah, he makes it look easy though.
Like, in the desert. But it was like in the middle of nowhere, and then there was some like rock formation thing. Yeah. And he basically just dug in this rock formation and the water came up.
The water comes up, yeah.
Yes? No, it didn't. I don't even want to say what he did.
Oh, okay.
But basically he no, it's fine. He dug. Yeah, it was bad.
You don't want to say what he did.
Because it was disgusting.
Oh,
but he dug into the soil, and the soil started getting wetter, like, because that's where the water was. So he didn't get water, but he got the dirt, and he packed it into his used sock. And put the dirt all the way at the bottom, and then squeezed.
And wrung it out. And got the water.
Facts.
And that's why you need a pot to boil. Because then you can boil all the germs out. I know.
I just like their sacrifices of it. For survival, you'll do it. And that's the whole point of the show. So I get that.
It's true.
But if you're not in survival mode, no way people are going to do that. You know? So I get it.
Oh.
Survival, you'll do anything, right? We have this innate ability to survive. That is something in every human.
Yeah, you'll do it. Yeah, exactly. Your body starts to say, I don't care what you put in me. Just get it.
Get it.
It doesn't matter.
I need to live, right? And you need your food and your water.
That craving for pizza,
shelter,
McDonald's, all that out the window. They're like, "What? You got grub? Let's take it."
Right. I mean, they still want. I'm sure the McDonald's.
You got those worms? No,
yeah. But yes, they're willing to do. You're willing to do anything.
You are.
So it is a fascinating experiment. Because there are a lot of people that'll like be in the wilderness, but when people are in the wilderness, usually they have tents and they have they have the camping gear.
That's true.
Rarely are you naked
with nothing
in the wilderness.
Yeah.
With nothing.
With nothing but a fire starter or a pot.
Or just one machete.
Or a machete.
That's how you practice. Get naked.
Yeah.
Go with that tribe. Exactly. Be naked,
That's true.
Give you a knife and then and go to town. Figure it out.
Good luck. Yeah.
Being naked, that's all bad.
Sometimes in that show, you'll see like at nighttime, because they have the night vision on, you'll see like eyes, right? Wasn't there like a couple times you'll see eyes in the woods, and you're like, what
They're
is
glowing
that?
and staring.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You need more machete there.
They must get them because they never show them with the... Because they have the walkie-talkie with them.
Oh, they do.
They must give them a bear spray or some type of a... They have to.
They do something, yeah.
Yes,
because
they
that's
have to give them some type of a weapon.
Yeah, because that's
Am I
definitely...
tripping?
I think you're right about that. Because what are you going to do? If a bear comes at you, it's over.
Because they never show the walkie-talkie unless they're using it.
Yeah.
But it's next to them. So there has to be like a bear spray or something. You know?
And speaking of that, too, do they put them in places where there's bears? I mean, obviously they have to. Bears are everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So they have to put them somewhere.
No, yeah, for sure.
No, they're everywhere.
Well, it's
Not everywhere, but
whatever.
there are a lot of
It's
places.
freaking pumas and tigers.
Yeah, those are problems too.
Pick your poison.
That's
right?
true. Mountain lions, pumas, tigers, lions.
Which
bears.
one would you rather be with? Like, if you're gonna live with one.
I feel like I could kill a bear if I had to.
Chokehold it.
Chokehold it. Take the machete and just.
You don't think you'd have a chance for it with a cat, like a big?
I think it's a
big
matter
cat?
of how do you want to go out? you want to get mauled? You know what I mean? Like I feel like.
No, it all.
I feel like if you had to choose which one, that's all it is. Like a bear is gonna like.
So you don't think you have a chance?
A bear is like, bears are just gonna like, they like do that. Like they start slapping you and stuff. Like it's
That's
bad.
true.
They'll do all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I feel like maybe like a tiger or a puma would just go for the neck.
They would. They would.
Still
It'd be
bad.
quick. Hopefully, it'd be quick.
Oh, it's so bad. So basically, you didn't feel like you wouldn't have a chance on either one.
You wouldn't have a chance.
I still think
You
Jamil
might
could
have a
choke out
chance.
a bear, but it would have to be a small bear.
Here's what I think. Like if a tiger attacked me, right? 90%, 99%, you're gone, right? But
If it really wanted to
if
hurt.
I could somehow get its eyes, if I could just go for its eyes, I feel like I might have a chance. It might make it
the
matter.
bear too. There'd probably be any of them.
Yeah, but you're not really gonna get a chance with a bear. Yeah, like
Because they're so tall, maybe.
bears are tall. I mean, you seen what's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh yeah, The Revenant.
The Revenant. If you guys saw,
Can we
if you
watch
have
that
seen
again?
that, we should.
It's
'Cause that'll
excellent. We
give
only
you,
saw it once.
Or
did we
maybe
see it
twice.
twice?
We saw it twice.
I feel like I have only seen it once.
Yeah, we saw it 2 times.
Okay, it's a great movie.
That's a good example of why Kristen's theory about headlocking a bear is not possible.
Okay, you can't.
Earlier videos, Kristen said that she could maybe headlock a bear.
I
and
thought
was
you
like,
did.
"There's no way."
Okay, maybe not a grizzly.
Nothing.
Okay,
A grizzly's one of the
definitely not
smaller
a
ones.
grizzly,
Well,
no.
grizzly's like a medium size.
Grizzlies are the biggest.
No, Kodiak bear and polar bears. Those are the biggest.
Okay, but we're not going to be near a polar.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
I don't know what a Kodiak bear is.
I think I don't know exactly.
Alaska?
If it's in Alaska, but they're probably in other places too.
That's bigger than a grizzly?
Yes, they're huge, huge. Let me tell you, you couldn't put their ankle in a headlock. Like you couldn't do anything. Like you couldn't put a toe. Like you couldn't do anything. You'd be. I mean, the skull is thick. It's super thick.
That's rough.
And you can do anything.
Yeah, we were talking about. But a black bear is probably your smallest one, right?
Yeah, black bears are the smallest, I believe. I'm pretty sure of it. So maybe if it was like a black bear cub, maybe you'd have a chance. You're gonna get some. You're gonna get some cuts though. Lose a finger possibly.
Bears are fascinating creatures.
I mean, yeah.
They are, you know?
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah,
I've
for
never
sure.
seen one
An
in
actual bear?
person. Yeah.
You haven't? Have we seen? I've never seen one personally. But
I went to like a sleepaway camp once and there was a bear outside, but we didn't like see it.
Yeah, you just know that it was there, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of a little story.
Yeah, good.
I was like 8 or 9. I went to like the sleepaway camp near Tahoe, Lake Tahoe, and I only lasted like 2 nights. The night before, and it was supposed to be a week, but the night before I had left, there was a bear outside of our food place that we were eating, or we were watching a movie, and then there was a bear like in the trash can or something, and so we were stuck inside until the bear left, and I was only 9 at the time, but now that I look back, I feel like in my mind I was like, oh, heck to the no. Like, this is just not for me.
I'm sure.
I don't want to be stuck in the mess hall, like, waiting for this bear to leave.
Exactly.
Not to mention, I just didn't like it, but it was like camping. We were in lodges. You had to walk to the bathroom.
Yep.
I was cold.
So you did camp.
It wasn't camping, though, because you're in the lodge. But yes, it was.
I mean, it was technically
It
camping.
was.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's...
So I did do it.
Yeah.
And
but it ain't camp.
I had
a bed? A cot?
I had a cot,
Yeah.
but I also had a sleeping bag.
Okay.
So I kind of did. Anyways, point being,
Yeah.
I felt like my standards were...
Yeah.
I already knew when I was young, like, this is not my thing, you know?
Yeah, you really got to know how to survive in the
You have
wilderness.
to just be comfortable. I don't know. You have to, like, grow up. You know, maybe grow up with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Like,
just be comfortable getting out of your comfort zone. I think
Yeah.
that's something I've been working on as a beginning older.
yeah. So let's go camping then. That'll get you right out of that comfort zone.
I'm down to go.
No, I'm talking about in the wilderness.
Oh, no.
With some bear spray and that's it.
Yeah.
And machete.
Will you be naked with
That's
me?
it. We got to be naked.
And that's the thing, too. There's, like, nothing sexy about it. You can't even have sexy time because you're going to be, like, cold and hungry.
We got to stay warm, so.
Yeah,
that'll
we'd
be
cuddle.
plenty of cuddling time.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, in the show, there was one lady, like, she's like, I'm open to finding love on
Did she
Naked
say
and
that?
Afraid. Yeah, one person said it.
Not when you're trying to survive. Your body doesn't want love. When you're trying to survive, your body doesn't care about love. All it wants is food.
Right?
Is that funny? Mm-hmm. You know, it's the needs, you know?
Yeah,
It's like
I think
your body wants love when it's safe.
yeah, like maybe after the first day, you're probably
Yeah.
you could feel something, and maybe when guys wake up, they might feel something.
Yeah.
But after the second or third day, it's over. I'm sure nothing's happening
Your body, yeah.
in the love department.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
exactly
in the
right.
sensation
Yeah.
department. You know, I could imagine that you're just like, because you're hungry, you're
You're
starving, you're
hungry,
hungry.
Yeah, that's all you got.
You know,
Your brain doesn't even work the proper way because...
isn't that fascinating?
What?
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
But isn't that fascinating that,
What's that?
the desire of intimacy,
Yeah.
in terms of like sex, is not there unless other things are in place.
Yeah,
Your food,
No,
your
of
water,
course.
your shelter, safety.
that's exactly right.
Then you can get it on, right? But like if
That's
that's
exactly
not
right.
there, you're not going to want to get it on.
No, of course not.
Isn't that
yeah.
interesting though?
No, it is
I
interesting.
find that interesting because that
Yeah.
SEX drive. You know, like that's totally there for every human, right? Like, not every,
Well, yeah, I
but
mean, for the
majority
most
of people.
part, when people have that, yeah,
Of some
everyone has
kind,
it.
right? On
Yeah.
different levels, but whatever. My point is, it's there. Like we're born with it.
The drive is there. It comes out in different ways, but the drive is there no matter what.
Yes, but it goes away
Yes.
when you don't have the basic needs met.
That's for sure. Yeah, exactly. No, it is an interesting thought, you know, but yeah, that's why it's like when you do have safety and things are good, you know, society's good and things like that, then, you know, everything else is good.
Yeah.
But when society's bad, there's problems, you know what I mean? There isn't much sex happening. There isn't much anything, you know, other than survival. Trying to get food, trying to figure out how to live. So the
Even
lesson...
when we went camping, I was not feeling sexy. You know what I mean? Like some people are all about it. I was just like, I'm cold.
Yeah. I don't remember you being
zero
that
percent.
cold. I don't even remember you
Oh
being
my
that
god,
cold.
it was so hard to fall asleep. My nose was freezing.
Yeah. That's odd. Your nose freezes. You get cold.
I
in
get
your
cold in the
face.
nose.
Yeah. I don't mind it. As long as like my chest isn't cold or something, then I'm okay.
You don't want the chest
That's
cold.
it. That's what gets me. Like legs are fine. Like I don't care about any of that. Like I'm fine. My hands. I hate my hands being cold.
Do you?
Oh yeah. But my face, I'm like, it's fine. I'll survive.
You want your core
Exactly.
body to be warm.
Exactly.
You're okay with extremities.
I'm okay with that. I do have to say something though.
You're so cute.
One last thing. If I did have to survive in the wilderness, one last thing, guys. There is a guy named Wim Hof. And Wim Hof, which we talked about him before, like months ago to videos, he knows how to warm his body up pretty much on cue. He knows the breathing techniques to literally heat his body up. Like scientists have, probed him and they see that he actually knows how to raise his temperature. So like he can sit in ice water and stuff and raise his temperature and stuff like that and stay warm. That is a technique you need.
That's facts.
Oh, and
That's true.
fight off viruses with his technique also, which scientists definitely proved with him. So learning that would be actually helpful.
Yeah, look up the Wim Hof technique.
I feel like if I knew how to fight off viruses in the body, I wouldn't even need to worry about like boiling water. Just grab some water, just drink it. It's not just breathing technique.
You could do anything. It's true.
Yeah, well, if it works for that, I don't know. It probably works for everything.
It probably works for everything.
I guess it does. Yeah, it's crazy.
I bet you it does. This guy's really, really good.
Yeah, check him out. Wim Hof.
We've talked about it. He climbed Mount Everest in shorts.
Yeah. And
with his group of people.
He trained them how to do it. How to breathe and do it.
Learned his technique, and they all had shorts on.
Yeah.
It works.
Which is crazy.
So it's not just this guy.
No.
It's the breathing technique.
Oh, in shorts and no shirt.
Oh yeah, no shirt.
Which is crazy
People
too.
thought he was crazy.
But he know, and then once again, he actually, some scientists at Harvard, I believe, connected him, with all the stuff and did tests on him, and they said it's all legit. Like it's all legit, which is crazy.
It's so crazy.
And with the virus, the virus thing. They injected an endotoxin, which acts like it creates your body to do exactly what a virus does, where you start to vomit, you get sick for days, like a flu essentially. 100% of the people that they injected had it. He was the only person out of the 100% of people that had no effect. It had no effect on. He was completely able to fight it off.
He got a headache. You said.
Oh, slight headache one of the days, I believe. Slight headache one of the days.
That was it? And
he took his method, taught other people, and they did the test again. All of the people he taught, same thing. Slight headache. That was it. So Wim Hof, if you're out there, please teach us the technique in case I got to go to Naked and Afraid. Because that's what we do.
Okay, guys, we hope you enjoyed our thoughts and theories about camping and being naked in the wilderness.
And crickets.
Let us know if you would do Naked and Afraid.
Yeah. Let us know if you know anyone that's done it too.
Yeah.
I'm curious. But
there's a handful.
There's probably
that's probably true.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that.
Okay, guys, we love you so much.
Guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring. Let your friends and family know what the K&J fam are doing.
Absolutely. And I know we mentioned it before in our last video, and we keep forgetting to mention it. We have an email list. If you're interested in that, I know, right? But I'll put something at the bottom at the very beginning. Hopefully you saw it. Hopefully if you didn't, oh well. But join our email list if you're interested in getting more exclusive content from Kristen and Jamil. We are going to be doing behind the scenes videos from time to time, secret videos, secret contests, all sorts of things. So just if you're interested in it, the link is in the description. So go ahead and click there and become part of our email community.
Maybe you'll see us with a picture on Naked and Afraid on there.
Exactly.
You never know. An exclusive.
You probably won't.
They will.
You definitely won't.
Please. Don't send us that. I'm not going to sign up if you do that.
Right.
Okay, guys, we love you. We'll see you later with another video.
Absolutely. You guys have a wonderful day, evening, or night, whatever time it is out there. Peace.
Peace out, trouts.